As you guys already know, mopeds are my favorite form of transportation. I've got a lot of them. Got the Honda Spree, 3 Honda Ruckuses, yeah, 3 of them. But I've never really had a fast one. I've seen those ones all over Instagram and everything and YouTube that have those gigantic Polini 2-cylinder engine things. I've always really wanted one of those because it combines the speed of a sport bike, which I love sport bikes, and the awesomeness and just pure comfort of a moped. So instead of buying one, because they're pretty expensive, I'm just gonna build one. So this thing up for $100 yesterday. It's a 89, I think, Honda Elite 80. So it's an 80cc. So we already have cc's to start out with, more than all of those ever. So it has 4,600 miles. Picked it up for $100. It's electric start, all that. It's in kind of rough condition. It doesn't even have the panel on this side, but it doesn't matter anyway. They're all coming off, all those panels. The seat's coming off, the whole handlebar shrouds and everything, they're all coming off except for the front part. I like that. But besides that, that's what we need. It does run, but not great. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start taking it apart to make it more racy.
Hey, sitting overthinking, I've been leaning all week. My mama warned me when she told me nightmares come with these dreams. Constantly doing for my people, and ain't this shit for me. I'm pouring water, planting seeds, my money growing on trees. Vinny Ali, I'm Haitian speaking. People coming and going. I lost my mind up in this cup.
The whole bars and everything apart, you know, like the racing mopeds have. They have the bars like this. There's no speedometer, even though I'm planning on putting a digital one right here. You can get those digital ones on Amazon. So now I'm going to clean this all up. I'm going to cut these off probably, and then remount some little cafe racer mirror things. So see ya. The next step on this whole build is taking off the side shroud. Now this one, I bought it, this didn't exist, and I was looking them up and they're like anywhere from $150 to $200. I don't have the budget in this build for that, so I think it even looked better if I just took this other side off, made this like a air vent thing right here, you know, and make that all good. And you gotta remember, we're doing this exhaust. We're gonna drill it out, make it sound cool, then we're gonna repaint this whole thing. This is, I think, one of the most beautiful parts of the whole engine. We're gonna repaint that. This, just everything is gonna be new. This whole pipe and everything. So let's get to that.
So I'm fighting demons in my sleep. I train with Rocky Balboa. I did this shit without remorse. I feel like Michael B. Jordan.
So the problem I'm facing right now is I have the coil for the rear spring, and obviously with a racing one you want it lower. And I just took it out, and it rubs against the fender because there's nothing racing it. So I need to take off that portion of the spring. So we need to figure out how to take this off. This is our current stage of the racing moped. Got all this off. I promise the shock right now, it's completely off of it because I'm trying to make it lower for it. And I can't figure out how to take the top off so I can cut the coil. So I'm gonna figure out how to take this thing off now, because I think this is the ugliest part of the whole bike right now. And we'll make some shrouds that go all around this under the bottom of the seat. And yeah, and then we'll get this thing running correctly. Oh, and this is actually metal, which is crazy, so I'm gonna paint this black again. Sweet. Found the screws that you can use so we can take off the thing, and you need a 10mm. You go right here, and I'm pretty sure these are the screws. That's why I love everything about on this Honda. It's so easily accessible. So I got the exhaust all off of the bike. Right here, you can see it's a little rusted. But I also made a quick stop at Walmart. I got some white spray paint for the coil, some heat-proof black spray paint, some chrome spray paint for the wheels, and this bar light for it. And what we're gonna do right now is install that bar light. So we're gonna put it right here, like that, you know? I think that'll look good, so let's see.
Hey, sitting overthinking, I've
lights on, I think it looks amazing, actually. Just look at it in the sun right there. And it's supposedly super, super bright. So we'll see once we get it all connected and everything. That's what we have so far. Let's go paint the exhaust pipe. I don't know. Now, while I do this, I'm just going to do a quick segment about our sponsor today, which is Real X Designs. Real X Designs has a bunch of parts and decals for all of your needs for Surons. They have stickers, they have front plates, and more. So please check them out. Use the code 3stroke to get 15% off every purchase at checkout. Good morning. And so I had an idea last night where this, because you see this plate, right? This was not on there last time. So I took the piece that went down here, mounted it to the back of this, and I think it couldn't fit better. Has the plate in here, so you can still go on the streets and everything. But yeah, so that's the thing we're at right now. And another thing is, so me and my dad were trying to start this thing for about an hour, and this carb is not good because it turns out this thing has an electric choke, and because of that, this electric choke has failed and it doesn't work now. So we have a new carb on order, and we have a speedometer on order, we have some grips on order, and a lot of other things. The next thing we need is a taillight, and I'm thinking a bar one that goes right here underneath the plate. So I need to bolt the gas tank back in, and see you then. So everything on the moped is done. Everything except for one thing. I have been really wanting to do fairings on it because I took this off, and it just, I don't really like the whole exposed look, especially on the other side because it has the carburetor just out there, and it won't hold the just everything, and it gets mud in the carburetor. So picked up this poster board. It's supposed to be used for like a sign, I think. That's why it has this, so you can write stuff on it. But it's the perfect flexibility and cutability that I need for these fairings. So I'm going to cut them into the desired shape, and we'll paint them. So I'll see you then. And after this, please stay till the end. We do a test run through the mountains, and it's going to be beautiful, all right? So see you then.
Hey, sitting overthinking, I've been leaning all week. My mama warned me when she told me nightmares come with these dreams. Constantly doing for my people, and ain't this shit for me. I'm pouring water, planting seeds, my money.
Got the pieces all cut for it right here. So it's gonna look a little bit something like this on the side of it.
I'm fighting demons in my sleep, I train with Rocky Balboa. I did this shit without remorse, I feel like Michael B. Jordan.
So, the next morning, and they are all painted and they're all good, actually. They turned out great, I think. There's a little bit of running here, but I don't really care because it's not going to be that much of a big portion of it. So before we go on our final ride to confirm everything is good, and I'll give you the parts list in the description, let's get this going. Boom. I have the side panel on. It's not the prettiest, but it covers up all the stuff that I needed. And I can put the carb, like filter here, the air filter, in this little thing I cut. And yeah, so it is finally time to go on the major ride through the mountains on this thing. And I'm really excited. So let's get right to it right now. Here we go. Once that speedometer finds the GPS, it'll be good, but for now we can just use the analog one. It does bog slightly, I'd say at around a quarter throttle. Full speed run. Here we go. Come on. 34. 36, 37, 38, 39. on, 40, 41. Come on. 42. 43. 44. It's dying. You can feel it go through. But it was a good adventure along the way.